Hi guys, I'm Ellen, and I am an apron lady. So 2 years ago, I was 24 years old, and I was a lowly line cook at the best restaurant in Los Angeles. And I was getting my ass handed to me every night. And I was working so hard, fulfilling my dream of one day having a restaurant. And so I thought, okay, I'm gonna go to the best restaurant in town and get a job there, and then I'm gonna be the best restaurateur there is. So I was there for a while and just feeling like hell while I was working so hard and just looking around at all these people that were also in that same boat. And I thought, gosh, why can't we just have something that makes us have a little more dignity, feel a little bit better about our job? Just how when you go running and you put an amazing outfit on and you're like, I have my awesome hat on and I got my Adidas shorts and I got my new Nikes, and you're like, yes, I'm gonna go run a marathon. And that's how I wanted to feel, but in a kitchen. So I thought, okay, well, what if I make awesome aprons that do that for people, that make them feel like, even if they're making $10 an hour as a line cook, that they are somebody. So I started this little side project. And just as you had lots of jobs, I myself was a personal chef for a family. I was working as a line cook at 2 different restaurants, and I had started my apron company. So I'd basically get up really early in the morning, run to the farmer's market with a bag of aprons, hustle aprons, close some deals, then run to the restaurant, cook some food, then go home, sleep, and do it all over again with all my multiple jobs. And so I kind of continued on with this. We became really successful. I started to get employees. I didn't quit my day job. And almost a year and a half into the company, I literally had an office. I had like 6 employees at that time. And I finally let go of my job. So now I was like an apron empress. And everyone was like, oh my God, you're killing it. You have this incredible company. We can't even believe the things you've achieved with aprons. And you're not even funded. You did all this on your own on like minimum wage. How the hell did you do it? And it was this big, exciting like moment in my life where I was like, wow, this is it. I made it. I'm so successful. And I had gotten the car I wanted, and I had an office, and I had employees, and I was the CEO, and I was running the show. And I was like, weird. I'm not that happy. Why? Like, you live this whole life in school, you play Mashie, and it's like, oh, what mansion are you gonna have? And what do you do? And who are you gonna marry? And then you live it out. And I was like 25, and I was like, oh my God, I lived out all my dreams, and I ran a marathon, I went around the world. What do I do now? Like, holy shit. So I kind of had my own like little pre-life crisis, and I was like, oh, I need to do something with myself. I can't just make money because I'm selling aprons. And so I had literally an epiphany. I was like, I need to do something to change this world. What can I do as this apron lady? Now I have employees and I have people I'm responsible for and jobs that I'm providing, but what can I do for these people and for the whole world with the little impact that I created in the cooking world? How can I make that global? What can I do with myself? And I kid you not, right around that time I read Delivering Happiness. And I also attended a sustainability conference in Colorado. Everybody was eating granola. Everybody was like, let's change the world. And I was like, yes, this is my bandwagon. And so I literally went home and I changed my entire business. Like within a month, we had implemented, and I'm about to tell you what we did. But it was one of those things where you think, oh wow, like changes take time, and they take effort and money and struggle, and that's not true. Like, it starts with one decision, and I decided I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna do it, and watch me. And from that point forward, I started executing, and I started just doing it. And a lot of people waste a lot of time thinking about it and wondering, what if I fail, and what if I do this, and what if I fall on my face? Guess what? What if you don't fall on your face? What if you do? Who cares? Just do it. And so I started doing it. I decided my entire company is now going to have 100% recycled material because we're going to be sustainable. We did it. Our entire company now has totally sustainable products. Every package that leaves our office, every single piece of paper, everything at Hedley Bennett is sustainable in the like paper department. And you think like, oh, that's cute, like good for you. But think about if every company in the world did that, what a huge impact that would have. So I'm just a ripple. And by standing here and telling you guys about that, you will then go home and say, oh wow, maybe I should buy recycled paper too, and soy ink for my printer, and little things that you don't even realize have an impact in the world. You can do it, and it's not crazy, and it's not difficult. It just takes action and deciding and saying, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna call that company that sells recycled paper, and I'm gonna do this. So that was one of the changes that we started. I also decided every employee that worked for me, I wanted them to be so happy to be there. And in Delivering Happiness, Tony talks about like, okay, I'll pay you to leave if you don't want to work here, right? So I came back from my Colorado conference and everyone was like, oh my God, what did she do out there? I'm like, we're having a meeting, and like stormed in, and I'm always like storming around our meetings just like I am here. And I was like, all right, everybody, we're going on a group hike. And they're like, what? I'm like, yes, this Saturday, 8 a.m., I'll see you in Griffith Park. And so I gathered them all up and I threw them out there. We all went on this crazy hike, and we had never done anything like this. And I was like, I want everybody to write down what your goals are and if they align with Hedley and Bennett. And if they don't, I don't want you to work here, and I want to help you find another job. And one for one, everybody had something that aligned with the company, and they're like, I want to have a bakery one day, so working with you is amazing because I get to talk to chefs and I get to do that. And another girl was like, you're a girl and you're an entrepreneur, and one day I want to start my own company, so it's perfect for me. And it really got us all on the same page, and instead of being like 10 ducks spread out, we were just like the mighty ducks in one row. And it was amazing because I realized like my team is on my bandwagon. And that's really important if you want to create an impact in the world. You need to have a team that has the same mission, that has the same views. And from that moment forward, I was like, enough about worrying about how much money we're making or what we're going to make next week. We can't focus on the money. The money is a byproduct of an amazing service, of an amazing product. Money will come if you deliver that first. So don't worry about how much money we have. I'll worry about that. Let my financial team and myself and the few executives I have worry about those things. I want you guys to worry about producing the coolest, most amazing aprons this world has ever seen. And to be this company that people are like, holy shit, like they sell aprons for Christ's sake. And they're changing the world. And I kid you not, we really are. Like, there's companies that copy us now. I'm like, wow, what a concept. Like, that looks like my apron, but it's not. And it's really, I guess you kind of have to take it as a compliment. It means like you're affecting the world. And you know, there's restaurants all over the place. New York, Miami, even in Australia, people wear our aprons, and we're selling thousands and thousands and thousands of them. We produce about 1,400 aprons a week in Los Angeles. Go figure, right? And so you think like this little idea that I started with turned into this big, awesome business. And then I took that awesome business and decided to do something with it. And it's very different. It's an apron company. But that just goes to show you, no matter what you're doing in your life or where you are, you can make an impact with whatever the hell you're doing. If I could do it with an apron, you can do it with whatever you're doing, I promise. And just to show you how it truly, truly has changed my company, the entire atmosphere at work now is very different. Like, people are actually happy to be part of this group. They feel like it's a real team. And they come in and they're excited to be there. And by no means am I saying that we'd never have hiccups, because guess what? Even when you're delivering happiness at work, shit happens. So you just have to like work through it, and then you're like, God, why did that happen? And then you fix it, and then you carry on. But the point is, at the end of the day, you're all on this higher echelon of purpose and reason, and you're not just getting up in the morning to make money, because how hollow is that? Everybody makes money, and then we die, and then what? The money like gets passed on to somebody else. How about you like create amazing experiences for the people that you're touching every single day? I mean, our phone system at work says, press 1 to talk to customer service or just to hear a good joke. So people will call us and they'll like ask about jokes, and then we have jokes. So it's just like stupid little things like that that you're like, oh wow, that made me smile. By us making that one person smile, maybe that guy went to the gas station and then made another person smile, and then another and another and another. So no matter where you are, you really can have a big impact on the people around you. And so that's what I want to do with this company, is take it to a global level and have so many employees delivering the same exact message that I'm delivering on a worldwide level, and it's totally possible. So get out there and fucking make something happen, okay? All right, thank you.